The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Go!
1st and 10, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
For the Broncos.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Justin Simmons. The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on 3rd down. Eason flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, here's Eason. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Number 28, John.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Levante David. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 7.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 10-yard line.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Block working out of the gun. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
Ties the game, 13-all. Brandon McManus to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A strong running. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score all tied.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun is Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Throwing after the interception. Eason going deep here for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 76 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing on first down is Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Melvin.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
53, Mike. Here we go. What 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
To throw it is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eason on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
56.
Eason sets to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Damon Harrison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Locke gonna go on 4th down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Locke. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Locke. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. 11 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch
big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Ronald Jones with time running out. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Colts 20.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
Woo! Give me some.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Colts 20.